Hey guys, it's me, this is back on A Street, and today I'm gonna be making the part 2 to our Iron Man armor series. So this one is gonna be a mask tutorial of the Mk-1 armor, and I've already made a small layout on this piece of cardboard right here, pretty strong. And yeah, I would like to just say sorry about the dim light, and also because it took me quite a long while to send a part 2 to my channel, because there's been some challenges on the way and I made a Pennywise mask, so I wasn't able to make an Iron Man mask now. So today I brought this video for you all, and I really do hope you enjoy it. It's not going to be in the form of time lapse, because in the last video a lot of you guys were not able to see the entire thing because it was in time lapse. So yeah, I'm gonna do time lapse in other videos if it takes like a really long time, but this one is gonna be pretty short, I guess. So here's the little outline. There are some materials. I've prepared some of these stuffs already, and you also need a band like this for the sideways thingy, like that. So yeah, that's pretty important as well. And I've got another piece of cardboard for the back side. So this is not really the front, this will be the front. I need to cut these pieces out. So it's going to be pretty hard to cut it in cardboard. So I'm going to be using paper knives, which I'd recommend you guys to take the help of adults because they're pretty sharp. So I'm just going to start with some paper cuts like these. This is like, no joke, this is pretty strong. Like, you can see that the cardboard in there. I don't know if I should cut this bottom line. Okay, let's just cut it off. So there's that done. Now this is about as big as my face, but it's not really as big as my face. My eyes are somewhere around there for sure. And yeah, this much is done. Now I'll just paper knife cut these pieces out. And yeah, I'll see you guys after I do that. Okay, I just finished the cutting out the pieces thing, and it's looking pretty cool. I have a little bit of drawbacks in this side, but I can just fix it like this. That's not a big deal. But so next thing I want to do is just tidy these corners up so it doesn't look a bit too messy. So I'm just going to tape these corners up like so, and some extra reinforcements. And I'm going to do the same on the top end. Like that. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. The next thing I need to do is add these in there. That's gonna be pretty easy, but the hard part is to join all these pieces together and make it look nice. So, by the way, if you didn't know, this is my first time making an Iron Man Mk-1 helmet. Probably you didn't know because I've never shared that to anyone. I made a ton of Mark 6 ones because they are pretty cool looking. So there's the helmet. I'm gonna add a little bit 3D design in this guy. That looks a bit like some teeth, so that might be a problem, but it's fine. Not much. So I'm gonna need a piece of A4 like so. I'll just tape this in there temporarily. Like that. I'm gonna draw the eyes. Okay. Now I'm gonna make it a bit smaller than this one, because to make it a bit 3D looking. Okay, so like that. Fold it. Need my scissors. And there's our eyes done. I hope this fits in there. It's a bit too big, but it's looking pretty cool. It works. So the next thing is to just tape them in there. And some of you might be wondering why I cut this into 2 pieces, and that's because to make it look as realistic as possible, because in the real one as well there's like it's like welded together like that, so I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible, but I really don't have metal, so it's gonna be white in color. So there's our piece almost done. Now the next thing I need to do is wait a minute. There it is. So I'm gonna be like joining these 2 pieces together now, but before that let me just make it look a bit like wheel. It's gonna give some of black look. Yeah, that works. It's just to distinguish between the 2 pieces. So I'm gonna tape these 2 stuff together with the help of probably some calendar pieces. Okay, so first up I'm just gonna some small pieces of tape like that. Then I'm gonna add this thing in there. Wait. Okay, this thing like that. I want this to be as like hard as possible while being as thin as possible, because I don't want my nose bumping into this fat thing. that's almost done. We're like halfway there. So now all I need to do is make it look a bit 3D. Like just squishing these like that. So this piece right here is quite similar to the piece from the real movie where he like just drops up this thing into the other guy's. Well, the other guy was working. I don't know if you guys understood what I said, but it's in the movie, okay? It's in the movie. It's a scene from the movie. And I'm just trying my best to describe it, but I can't. So let me just make this even more solid by adding more tape. That's pretty cool. Okay, that's 3D enough. Okay, that works. So the next thing is going to be making this thing a bit cylindrical as well. This is going to be the back part, like that. And I've already measured this piece out. It's about 9 centimeters long. And these three combined, it must fit exactly to my head. Okay, let me just recheck. Okay, it must fit. So next thing I'm going to be doing is just joining these pieces together. Okay, now I'm going to do the same on this side as well. Okay, let me just quickly measure if this works. Okay, it totally works. I just had to take off my glasses to check it out. It totally works, and I can't believe like the calculations came out right. So this is my head structure. It might be a bit different to yours, but this was 9 centimeters, and this is just an average of like, let me just check it again. It's about, there's the 15. That would be 23. So it's about 23 centimeters on this side. Let me just write it down if you want to make it of the same length as mine. It's about 23 on this side, and on, let me just recheck it. It's, yeah, it's totally 15 on this side. 15 on that side, 23 on this side. So, and this one is about 9 centimeters, as I already told you. Okay, let's just continue taping this stuff because I don't want it to open up anytime. So there's a bit part done, so that's what I did. Right now the camera doesn't seem to be showing everything. So now the next thing I need to do is just attach this back piece in there. I just want to quickly recheck. This is perfect. So I'm gonna be doing that internally as well. Today is it's not quite a nice weather outside, so the light is not great. I'm just highly dependent on the weather for my videos, because that's the main light source I get. This is the main light source. And another thing, when I don't have a time lapse on, you guys might be irritated by or annoyed by me talking a lot, because I'm actually pretty introvert. I've never shared this, but I'd not bother talk to other people, but I'd rather talk to some online people which I really don't see. So yeah, sorry about that if I annoy you a lot. Just please don't unsubscribe. Okay, enough of babbling. We just finished the second thing. Now the final thing we need to do is the top side. There's empty half. So let me just squish this thing a bit more to give it an even 3D-esque look. So that's looking pretty cool. I might like put this in a real art museum. Okay, so there's that. Now for these empty spaces, this is gonna be the hardest part. So according to my measurement, it must be 9 centimeter. Okay, this will do. So what I've seen here is it's like quite right angle-y. So I'm gonna have to make a right angle structure on this side. So you guys can follow along. You just need a piece of paper and then fold it in half. So this side must be equal to 9 centimeters. And then what you want to do is like that to make it a perfect right angle. That's a 90 degree. I'll guarantee you that's a 90 degree. And then I'm going to do the same on this side. So this should be a bit hard. So if I like join this up like that, this should work in theory. Okay, let me just give it a try. And you might want to make it a bit bigger, because you can always make it small, but you cannot like expand it later on. So I've got 2 pieces right there. Let me just check it. Okay, it's a bit big, so that's not bad. I can still cut it. So yeah, I think that's the perfect line to cut it in. it works. It's perfectly like fitting. I didn't even realize the camera was not pointing upwards. Wait a second. Okay, there it is. Okay, it's still not pointing upwards. Okay, it is pointing upwards. So it just worked out of nowhere. It's like that. And this is still 90 degree, even if it doesn't look like. Oh wait, it's not 90 degree to be exact, but yeah, it's still almost 90 degrees. On the back side, so it also fits on the back side, so that's a win-win on the entire project. So now what I'm gonna do is just make this a bit solid by using some more cardboard pieces, and then I'm gonna just stick it in there. This just tends to open up pretty fast, so I'm just gonna squish it a bit much like that. Okay, I'm just gonna make this hard and then I'm gonna stick it, and that'll be the video. So I'm finally done with the mask. Took me some time, but this was like pretty darn easy to make, while it looks pretty cool as well. And it fits perfectly, like no joke, it fits perfectly to my head, and I consider my head a bit bigger than average, so you're above 15, then it won't matter much, because the same like measurement will be fine. So it's pretty cool. Oh, I've got some tape coming off right there. Let me just quickly fix that. Otherwise, it's pretty cool, and I really like it. This is one of my, no, this is the most coolest, like second most coolest mask, because the first most coolest one I've ever made is the Black Panther one, because I really like it. It's behind me, and that's pretty much it for this video, I guess. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some inspiration to do some paper craft, and hope you learn how to make a pretty cool little easy simple Iron Man Mark 1 mask. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe my channel, like this video, comment me down below what should I do next in my next video, and share my videos. Thank you, bye bye.